Hello, in today's video I will be talking about how Kazuha the plunge god can destroy the plumbing industry. This video might be a long one, so I recommend grabbing your favorite chihuahua and a bag of Doritos and sit back. First we need to define what the plumbing industry is. When I say plumbing, I am not talking about the plumbers from Ben 10, instead I am talking about the people who take care of the pipes in your house, which does not exclude your wife. This comes to the first reason why I think Kazuha would destroy the plumbing industry. He can be trusted to not try and take your wife. I mean, look at him. Actually, taking a further look into his amazing eyes, I would be more concerned about your wife's loyalty, but don't worry, Kazuha respects relationships like a real homie should. So with my first reason being proven by the soul bond in fire, we can conclude already that Kazuha would be a great plumber at least. Now, because I think you are still getting confused about what a plumber is, I need you to know I am not talking about the plumbers from Ben 10. The plumbers from Ben 10 are a secret organization that deal with aliens. They were started by George Washington and not ancient Egyptians. This should be the only reason you haven't been able to follow along, so if you're confused after this, just remember, I am not talking about the plumbers from Ben 10. I think it is time for us to move on to the second reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy would be able to destroy the plumbing industry. His suction in all my 1 years of living. Which is quite a lot for an AI voice. He is the guy with the most sucking power I have ever seen. I mean, this boy sucks harder than any plunger. He could unclog any toilet that has ever existed. This suction power, combined with the fact that he can pull upwards with his suck, means that it would be an easy job for him. Plumbers are currently shaking in their boots. Or plungers, I should say. Now I should move on to the third reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet would destroy the plumbing industry. He can use his amazing sword to cut the pipes into the size needed. If you do not think that his sword is enough to cut pipes, I should remind you that he tried to use the sword against Raiden, so he clearly thought it would be able to cut Raiden. Kazuha is very strong, being the first and only character that has been able to use two visions at once. Honestly, if he really needs to get a pipe out of the wall, he might just rip it out. But don't worry, Kazuha definitely knows how to patch a hole in a wall, because he has to be on a ship with Baidu, so patching holes in walls is probably traumatized into his brain. It would also be free of charge, because Kazuha will always provide services for free when the damage is caused by him. It's in his policy. This is because Kazuha is a very good boy who loves to help people, which is another reason why he would be a good plumber. But that's reason number 69, so we won't get there for a while. Kazuha would face no problems getting to your pipes. This is also true about the pipes in your house. The fourth reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet with a baby on the way, would destroy the plumbing industry is because he is very friendly and, as mentioned before, swaggy. Kazuha could probably answer your door for you and could deal with those annoying neighbors for you. Karen, who always has to complain about the noise, would be so infatuated with his swagginess she wouldn't think about the noise at all anymore with that level of swag on her mind. I'm honestly getting flustered thinking about it. Now for the fifth reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet with a baby on the way while having 7 children in Malaysia would destroy the plumbing industry is that he is very strong and has a sword. So given that Kazuha has incredible power and a sharp sword, he could also defend your house. However, let's not forget that his mere swagginess would be able to keep intruders away. Sadly, this doesn't keep dumb intruders away, which is most of them, but don't worry, Kazuha can beat them without any effort put in at all because his immense power. If you really want, because Kazuha is so nice and provides the best service possible, you can make sure they never come back again, ha 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 ha. With Kazuha at your house, you can 100% trust that nothing bad will happen. For the sixth reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet with a baby on the way while having 7 children in Malaysia that look like ether would destroy the plumbing industry is because of his massive support that he gives. The power that he could give to the pipes is a power that any sort of pipe dreams of having. There would never be a leak for as long as you live. Don't forget that Kazuha's support comes from elemental mastery that increases reaction power. For those of you who do not know, when connecting PVC pipes you use a substance that causes a reaction and gives them the strength to hold what they need to hold as if they were one pipe and not 3 connected to each other. This part is not a joke, it is a legitimate thing that people use. You can look it up, I'll wait. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Kazuha would increase the bond's strength to the point where no other plumber could possibly do a better job. Plumbers are crying in fear to their wives, which they stole from clients, about how they are about to lose their jobs. The seventh reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet with a baby on the way, while having 7 children in Malaysia that look like ether, and are in college would destroy the plumbing industry is because Kazuha is used to taking long journeys, so if he has to spend a week at your house then he will, because he is committed to finishing what he started. This can be proven by the moment when he fought Raiden. As we all know, Raiden killed Kazuha's best friend, which he held a grudge for however long it was when he died to the moment they fought, I don't remember. So as long as Kazuha's grudge against pipes lasts, he will do your plumbing for that long. He has to be the most committed character in all of the Genshin Impact verse. It would be impossible for him to quit honestly. For the eighth reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet with a baby on the way, while having 7 children in Malaysia that look like ether, and are in college, while he is also dating 13 other women, would destroy the plumbing industry is because he is able to blow a flute. This may not seem very huge at first, but I promise you that in order for you to be a good plumber you not only have to suck but you also have to blow. Kazuha is a master at both, which is why he would destroy the plumbing industry. I know that one was pretty short, but to make up for it I will explain in full the entire history of the plumbers. So one day there were aliens and George Washington didn't like that, so he wanted to capture or kill them. George Washington devised a plan to make the plumbers, which he ended up doing. Not much is known between that time and this next part, which is why we are going to skip that. So Max Tennyson becomes a plumber and is an absolute unit. He does some things, gets old, and now has grandkids. One grandkid is named Ben, and... oh wait, I'm explaining Ben 10 plumbers. Well, let me not keep you here too much longer. Getting into the ninth reason why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet with a baby on the way, while having 7 children in Malaysia, that look like ether, and are in college, while he is also dating 13 other women, 3 of which have twin sisters he is also dating, would destroy the plumbing industry is because he is able to still have good skincare after being out on the sea for many months. I have to assume that he is able to get the most high quality water that is possible just from the sea alone, which means that with the newer tools provided to him he would be able to create the best water quality possible. Sadly, we have reached the 10th and final point why Kazuha the plunge god that is very swaggy and sweet with a baby on the way, while having 7 children in Malaysia, that look like ether, and are in college, while he is also dating 13 other women, 3 of which have twin sisters he is also dating, all while expecting the Spanish Inquisition, would destroy the plumbing industry is because he can keep you air conditioned because he blows wind, meaning he is functioning as a sucky boy, bodyguard, and air conditioner. Enough said.